I support my friends making money on TikTok. A whole bunch of money. Yeah, they getting paid on TikTok. But it comes to an end today when I learned a sim killer, he's balling on TikTok too. TikTok, it's time for the ban. So let's watch the news clip and come back and chop it up. TikTok, got to go.
Also in the news now, a South Florida man accused of a brutal crime is caught and cuffed. He's facing chilling charges connected to the murder of someone close to him. And 7 News reporter Faith Graham is in Southwest Miami-Dade with full details now. Faith.
Yes, it all happened in this quiet Twin Lakes neighborhood, and family members say it all started on Friday when the victim went to the Dolphin Mall with her current boyfriend, only for her ex-boyfriend to show up and start a fight. Well, the next day, she was found dead, and that ex-boyfriend is now behind bars.
This guy's getting arrested.
29-year-old Joy Chandranath taken into custody.
He was like, put your hands up right now.
Accused of stabbing his ex-girlfriend to death in front of her 3-year-old daughter.
Second-degree murder is considered a dangerous crime, and granting the state's motion for pretrial detention, holding it with no bond.
His bond denied Monday as the family of 24-year-old Maria Camila Garcia Molina is now left searching for answers. Their nightmare all starting Saturday afternoon when the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office says Garcia Molina's 3-year-old daughter was found wandering in their Twin Lakes neighborhood covered in blood. Her neighbors left in shock.
Poor baby. That's all I can say. I have a year-and-a-half-old daughter. I couldn't imagine. It's horrible.
The toddler then disclosed to an MDSO vulnerable victims detective that her mother was with Joy and that her mother was hit in the head and she was now sleeping. Those words leading detectives on a search, eventually finding the 24-year-old mother stabbed to death in her car in the same neighborhood off Southwest 143rd Street and 137th Avenue.
On the side of my house, like even 6 feet from my fence. And it's horrible.
As police carried out their investigation late Saturday into early Sunday, they say Nath returned to the scene of the crime, covered in scratches along with the victim's purse and ID, telling officers he held on to her belongings after last seeing her at Casavana Cuban Cuisine on Southwest 152nd Street Saturday morning. But their investigation told a different story. That's when they took him into custody.
You know what I hate is when you go on a date.
A deeper look into his past, revealing he frequently posts about dating and women on the social media app TikTok. Family members telling detectives he had a history of stalking the victim, and she even filed a restraining order against him in January. Her loved ones writing on her GoFundMe, Camila was the most beautiful and loving girl that you can ever imagine. She was a hardworking woman who had dreams, plans, and a beautiful future ahead.
That's really sad that something like that can happen.
And Nath is now facing charges for both murder and child abuse. Fortunately, police tell us that 3-year-old girl was not hurt. Live in Southwest Miami-Dade, Faith Graham, 7 News.
Parents need to reconsider what you name these kids. Who the hell named a killer Joy?
29-year-old Joy Chandranath taken into custody.
He was like, put your hands up right now.
Accused of stabbing his ex-girlfriend to death in front of her 3-year-old daughter.
Joy Manson, Joy Bundy. What the hell is going on? You're not supposed to name a killer Joy. Supposed to name a killer murder. Trump, I know you're a softie sometimes. Don't give TikTok a third chance. It's time to send TikTok back to China. So the news clip said dude was on TikTok talking about dating. Dating who?
You know what I hate is when you go on a date.
A deeper look into his past, revealing he frequently posts about dating and women on the social media app TikTok.
They say dude only had one chick in mind, and that's the chick that he killed. He was dating his hands. He was dating his hands and talking about females. He only cared about one female, and he threw away his life forever and ever. So this is what they talk about. They said the victim was fearful of her ex-boyfriend. In court documents, Garcia Molina, the lady died, described how Nathan, the TikTok baller, stalked her after a 5-month relationship ended in November 2024. She expressed concern over Nathan's persistent stalking behavior and feared it would escalate into physical violence. So much so she did not show up for court and they threw out the restraining order. Let me tell you something, chicks. If you need a restraining order on a guy, you need to invest in a gun. It's time to put in some self-defense. You in Florida? You could put in self-defense. They said on January 29, Garcia Molina's grandmother and uncle were walking their dog, and guess who they seen? When the dog rushed towards Nathan, the TikTok baller, who was hiding near the neighbor trash can. I know you guys on TikTok that were liking his shit are embarrassed as hell. TikTok allowed dudes that lie on their dick to be on the platform. Talking about he getting hoes, he dating. Dude was not getting nothing. Nothing. Creepy, stalking motherfucker. Record show after Garcia Molina uncle confronted Nathan, he said he was there to give his ex and her daughter something. Lying motherfucker. While on the outing with her daughter on January 21st, Garcia Molina noticed Nathan trailing behind her car. Oh my God. TikTok, it got to go back to China. Concerned for her safety, she drove away from the area and said drove to the damn gun store to get a gun. According to court documents, the day before, Nathan allegedly approached Garcia Molina at a store parking lot saying, what a coincidence, you are here too. I don't believe in coincidence. He had an air tag on her vehicle and he was tracking her ass. After that breakup in November, Nathan came to her job with chocolate and flowers, trying to get his Forrest Gump on, but failed. She knows that Nathan was still in the parking lot and texted him to ask why he was still there. He was there to stalk your ass. Nathan, court document, say reply, I left something on your car. Garcia Molina later found an Apple AirTag attached to her vehicle. It's time for TikTok to go. Yeah, those AirTags, a lot of folks are being stalked by those AirTags and they don't even know it until the person show up and say, it's a coincidence. Everywhere you go, I just happened to be there. What a coincidence. It's a big world, but it's a coincidence. I'm everywhere you go in this big world. Thank God that beta meal didn't kill the 3-year-old. I'm so shocked. The 3-year-old, she could talk. She said, Joy, he put mommy to sleep. Joy killed mommy. Murder killed mommy.
The toddler then disclosed to an MDSO vulnerable victims detective that her mother was with Joy and that her mother was hit in the head and she was now sleeping.
Well, that beta meal, he gotta be the dumbest idiot ever. Go and show up to the crime scene with scratches in your face. Talking about I'm returning item. Dude, the chick got a restraining order on you. It's telling the detective, if something happened to me, he did it.
As police carried out their investigation late Saturday into early Sunday, they say Nath returned to the scene of the crime, covered in scratches along with the victim's purse and ID, telling officers he held on to her belongings after last seeing her at Casavana Cuban Cuisine on Southwest 152nd Street Saturday morning.
If I was a detective, I'll always suspect the husband and ex-boyfriend. No doubt about it. Like a Babe Ruth home run. No doubt about it. But females, invest in a gun. If you don't, you'll end up like that chick. When a guy really wants you, he don't mind taking your life because he really wants you and he don't mind throwing away his life. So folks, like the video and let's sign the petition to get TikTok sent back to China. Pronto. Peace out.